The following video is of an event held by the South Mecklenburg Alliance for Responsible Taxpayers. SMART's purposes are to strengthen South Mecklenburg's unity, stop taxpayer exploitation, increase voter turnout, ensure accountability, and stop wasteful spending.
SMART has been doing this for a long time, and one of the things that we appreciate are the people that come out. We're building a relationship with the North, and I think that's what's important. I'd like to start this as we do. Let's all stand and pledge allegiance to the flag.
Let's turn direct. Okay.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Before we get going, a couple of housekeeping items. You're at the Citizens Toll Summit. The reason we came up with that name, just for the background, a number of us were up at Cornelius when they had their summit. It was pretty much, I would have to say, the thing that struck me here were all the politicians, and again, Jim aside, of course, sitting around in a square, and all of the people were shunted off to the side. And you really couldn't ask too many questions or anything else. So, SMART, in the sense that we were formed, we go right to the, we started in 2011, and our focus is to be a voice for the people and the taxpayers of South Mecklenburg. There are a number of things there that we're involved with. We're an umbrella organization that just doesn't focus on one thing. Right now, we're working with Open Our Lane. We're sponsoring this so that they can have a platform. That's what we try to do. We've had safety briefings in here. We've had the police in here. We've done a number of different things over the 5 years that SMART's been in existence. Just a couple of things. This is a situation, and I think the North is feeling our pain also, in that the money keeps going into that money pit uptown from whether you're the North, the South, the East, or the West. That was the situation in 2011 when we started. Actually, Jay Prevett and myself were the first two that started this. And basically, I'm not going to go through that laundry list, but as one of the directors has said, we got to the point where we were tired and continue to be tired of being the ATM for the city of Charlotte. And that the opportunity to have a voice down here is really limited to two very fine city council persons and two very fine county commissioners. It really is a tough road. And we're not here to upend them or anything else. We hope to extend capability to give them an opportunity to come in here and come to meetings and hear what the citizens have to say. Okay? We have a Facebook page that over the last month has gone up by about 40 or 50 people, given the work we've been doing with the North. And we do have a web page also. There are a couple of distinguished officials here tonight. I'd just like to recognize them. Former District 7 City Council person, Warren Cooksey. And then we have Ed Driggs, our current person, and Bill James here from the County Commission. I asked Bill, I said, why do you and Jim Puckett sit on opposite ends of the whatever you call it, dais? Or, yeah. And he says, well, when we sat together, what was your answer to that one? I thought it.
I just assumed it was so we could keep this stupidity inside the room. That was. They've never let Bill and I sit beside each other. Dan Bishop and I used to sit beside each other.
Don't record that, please. The agenda tonight is very simple. We have three presenters up here. Briefly, let me introduce them. First, with his boss sitting over there in the corner, that's Warren. We have Scott Cole there on the right. He is the North Carolina Department of Transportation Acting Chief Engineer for Division 10, I'm sorry, not District, Division 10. I said, okay, Scott, what is a division? You know, as an ex-Army guy, I've been out 23 years, but I still harken back to a division's a military unit. He said, oh, no. It's 4 counties that he's responsible for. He'll probably be telling you more about it. Mecklenburg, Union, Anson, and Stanley County. He's been with Department of Transportation for 26 years. And I had a nice sidebar with Tom Davis, and he said, he's really a nice guy. So we're pleased to have him on the platform tonight, and we'll hear from him shortly. In the middle, we have Rob Watson. Now, it's brave to start something new in South Charlotte. Because first, you got to wake everybody up, and then second, once you do, you've got to have a plan to go forward. And when Rob came to us and they were looking for a platform and a way to get their message out, we said we'll be glad to help you. And that's how we got to the point where we're sponsoring this summit tonight. And in the middle, we'll showcase Open Our Lane. I won't steal any thunder except to say Rob is one of the founders of Open Our Lane. He works for Bank of America. No booing, please. It's a pretty good bank, really. 3-star bank. He is the Business Development Manager for Consumer Vehicle Lending there. So if you need to get a loan for a car, yeah, maybe Rob can help you out. He has done a lot of things already here in South Charlotte and within the county. He's on the board for academically gifted charter school. He's also co-chair of the Citizens Transit Advisory Group, which is a county function. He was put on there by, I don't know whether it was Bill or Jim, but he certainly works with them. And if you're looking for his pedigrees, he's a undergraduate at the University of Richmond, and nothing against him. So I have a daughter and a grandson who went to Alabama. He's a War Eagle, but that's okay. And he lives in South Charlotte with his family. Last but not least, the man who gets around on radio, TV, or elsewhere, and we thank you for his efforts as County Commissioner of District 1. But Jim Puckett, I've come to know him very affectionately, speaks his mind, and I'm sure that'll happen tonight. I could go into a lot of detail with Jim, but he is a marvelous person in that his focus, I think, is of the citizen and for the citizen, which really this country is all about. So smart is...
Thank you. Woo! My mom's here.
That said, enough of the preamble. The way it's going to work, they're going to do a presentation, each of them. Then we'll put a microphone up here, and if you want to ask a question, you can come up and ask it of them. We want to keep the focus on Open Our Lane, the issue of toll, hot lanes, or whatever you want to call it, that are being talked about for the area down here in South Charlotte, okay? I don't think I need to tell this crowd to be nice to each other. We all know each other, and I've looked at a lot of people in here, and I just ask that we keep it on a civil basis, because this is the focus tonight, and I'll let each of them pitch their case, and then we can talk to them, and we'll get a discussion going. When we're tired of it, we'll call it a night and continue on. Anyway, again, welcome everyone. With that, let me turn it over to Rob. We'll start things off with this presentation. Let me get you the